So as you're watching this video right now, how confident are you that the device you're using, whether it's your phone, whether it's your computer or whatever, is actually only doing what it's supposed to be doing and nothing more? And how much are you prepared to bet that you're right? One of the questions I often see is the question of, are hardware wallets really worth it? Do they really make a difference versus a software wallet? And are they any better than something like a paper wallet? So in this video, I'm just going to look at 5 specific things that hardware wallets do that help you to dramatically increase the security of the way you secure and hold your crypto. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe, and that way you can stay in the loop about content I make to help you find your way in the crazy and often hostile environment that is cryptocurrency. So the first feature of any decent hardware wallet is secure key generation. The private keys are the unique cryptographic secrets that allow you to essentially sign and send transactions on a crypto network. And anybody who has those private keys can do the same. There is no concept of like verified ownership or anything else like that. So hardware wallets are designed and sometimes even have special hardware that can actually generate the private keys in a secure way. So rather than using your normal computer to generate these key values where any virus or malware could take a copy of them and steal them, using a hardware wallet generates these keys offline. And what that means is that even if your computer is infected with viruses and malware while you're setting up your hardware wallet, your keys themselves are not at risk of being stolen, something that no software wallet can come close to matching. And while it's possible to do this in a secure way using things like Tails, Linux, and Dice, it is a lot of work and there are a lot of things that you can mess up. Never mind the fact that using something like Tails Linux won't actually help you if someone has installed like a USB keylogger on your computer or something like that. The second thing that hardware wallets do is they allow you to securely store private keys, in the sense that a hardware wallet is far more than just a USB stick. Hardware wallets are specifically designed to resist the kinds of physical attacks that people might make, so that even if someone has your hardware wallet, if they don't know the PIN for this wallet itself, they actually can't access any of the private keys that are on there. To be fair, securely storing private keys is something that most software wallets do well. Any decent software will encrypt the private keys that are stored in it, and generally only decrypt those keys to sign and send transactions. But even then, you're actually relying on your software wallet to do all of these things correctly. The third really important thing that a hardware wallet allows you to do is securely use your private keys, in that I often see people say, oh, hey, I'll just have a paper wallet and I'll just store all of my Bitcoin offline in a paper wallet or something like that, so that it never touches a computer. And that's all well and good until you want to send or spend those crypto in some way. In that, one of the biggest challenges with paper wallets is the way most people use them is they will end up just sweeping those funds through a software wallet. One of the biggest challenges with using a paper wallet is the process for actually accessing and using those private keys, particularly in a secure way, is actually not easy at all. One of the key things that a hardware wallet does is it doesn't just store your private keys on the device, but allows you to use them to be able to send funds, receive funds, almost as easily as you would with a software wallet, except with the security of using a device which keeps the keys offline even as you're using them. The fourth thing that hardware wallets do, and this is perhaps the most important one, is they actually allow you to validate the operation of the software wallet that you are using. Most of us simply take for granted that our computer software is doing what it should be doing. Most of us take for granted that the hardware is doing what it should be doing and nothing more. And one of the big challenges with the crypto wallet is that assuming that your wallet is doing what it should do, only what it should do and nothing more, can actually be a really dangerous assumption, especially when it might not be obvious to you just looking at what's on your screen that the software is in fact doing something different behind the scenes than what it is showing you in its normal user interface. In one of my videos, which looks at a hardware wallet versus malware, it really clearly demonstrates the way that a maliciously designed software wallet can make you think that it's sending funds to one place, but actually send them to someone else instead. When you have a hardware wallet, your software wallet on your computer or phone will generate a transaction, and it will then send that transaction to your hardware wallet. And you can use your hardware wallet to verify the details of that transaction, who it's being sent to, how much is being sent, and only if all of those things are correct can you choose to then sign the transaction on the hardware wallet, and then the signed transaction is sent back to the software wallet, which is then responsible for broadcasting that transaction onto the internet. And the beauty of this is that if the software wallet tampers with the signed transaction in any way, it will no longer be valid. In addition to letting you verify the details when you're sending transactions, a hardware wallet also allows you to verify that the receiving addresses that you're being shown in your software wallet match the private keys on your hardware wallet. And what that means is that even if your operating system or your software wallet have some sort of malware in them, where basically it's about to do something different from what you've asked it to do, perhaps send the funds to someone else, you will immediately be able to see that with a hardware wallet. There's almost a sense in which having a hardware wallet lets you see inside and make sure that only exactly the right thing is happening inside your software wallet as well. Whereas if you're running a purely software-based wallet, basically you'll be punching in the address that you're sending funds to, you'll be asked for a password to sign the address, and you just have to hope for the best and trust that the software that you are using is doing the right thing. And while it's possible to do things like verify the installation of a software when you install it, and I've done a video on how to do that with Electrum, the fact of the matter is you still have no way of really knowing that what is running on your computer right now has not been tampered with by someone else, by some other software process on your computer or something going wrong in the operating system. On the flip side of that, for any decent hardware wallet, you can use third-party wallet software, something like Electrum, to verify and validate that the hardware wallet is also only doing exactly what it should do, and isn't doing something like sending your private keys to the wallet vendor or anyone else. Though it should be mentioned that not all hardware wallets allow you to use third-party wallet software and do effectively ask you to completely trust that the vendor has done the right thing. The final important thing that a hardware wallet gives you is a full stack of software, of hardware, of documentation and support that allows you, even with a minimal amount of knowledge, to use the device in an extremely secure way. In that, for 99% of people, even if you have no experience in crypto whatsoever, if you simply get your hardware wallet, use the software that comes with it, and follow all the documentation and recommended processes that the hardware wallet vendor gives you, you will immediately have a very secure environment to keep your crypto safe. And while there are advanced things that users can do, like generating your seed phrase with dice, using a different wallet client, using something like multisig, all of these things are optional extras. And if you just stick to using your hardware wallet in the way that the manufacturer recommends, you are going to have a very secure environment. With the key thing being that you keep your seed phrase offline and secure. If you are looking to buy a hardware wallet, I've put together a bunch of information on my website that looks at some different wallets, their different features, but if all of that is too confusing, the reality is that you really can't go wrong with a Ledger or a Trezor. Though my personal opinion is still that the Ledger products, that's the Ledger Nano S or X, are still more noob-friendly than the Trezor, and especially in terms of how they're supported on mobile devices. In my mind, the Ledger Nano X probably still has easily the best mobile experience of any hardware wallet in the market. Though if you are on a budget, the Nano S is still a fantastic hardware wallet. And if you'd like to buy one of those and help me out in the process, I've got affiliate links in the description. Thanks for watching, I hope that was helpful. Hit like if you think that other people would find this video useful, and hit subscribe if you'd like to be kept in the loop about future content I make that helps people stay safe in the crypto space and to recover if they get into trouble. If you have any questions about this video or a topic that you'd like me to cover, just leave a reply.